Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel, where we will be providing our player ratings for today's 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. So we're going to start off with goalkeeper Hugo Lloris.
Now, I think I'm gonna give him a 6.5. He didn't have much to do. He had one good save in the first half from a long shot from Wilfried Zaha.
Yeah, that was good.
And the goal, I think that he should have done better. He could have done better there.
Yes, definitely.
For the goal.
He didn't really have much else to do. I know Eze hit one really close, but it was on the post, so Hugo couldn't do anything for that. But I'm gonna give him a 6. All right, we move on to right back Serge Aurier. I'm going to give him a 5.5. He was pretty poor today. He provided no real attacking outlet. In the first half, he put in some really good crosses that we weren't able to exactly capitalize on, but we did force some good saves out of Guaita. And then in the second half, I think his defending just didn't go. It wasn't right, and he did give away the foul that led to Schlupp's equalizer. No. So I'm gonna give him a 5.5.
I'm gonna give him a 6. He did better in the attacking phase. Not good in the defensive.
Not defensive.
Not good defense.
No.
He did well attacking though.
Yeah.
That little volley he had in the late stages.
Oh yeah, to set up Kane.
It off,
that was a good save from Guaita again.
Smart from Aurier. Smart from Kane.
All right, now we're going to move on to center back Toby Alderweireld. I'm going to give him a 7. He was the best out of the back line. He was the least shaky, the most composed. He dealt with Wilfried Zaha really well. And he also put he tried to create a lot of good chances with some long balls up to the front.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you. 7. No, I'm going to do 7.5.
Okay.
Actually. I'm going to do 7.5 because I think he did a little better than the 7. He definitely did above average. He did well defending. He did well defending headers.
Okay.
And he had a lot of defensive clearances, and I think he did well.
Yeah, agreed. We're gonna move on to Eric Dyer. I'm gonna give him a 6. From what I could see of him, he just looked really shaky on the ball. He did not look calm. I think he was like he didn't know where to pass the ball. He gave away the ball a couple times trying to pass forward. But he did have a really beautiful free kick in the late stages of the game that forced yet another brilliant save from Vicente Guaita.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you, but I'm going to give him a 6.5.
Okay. Just purely because his attacking phases were much better.
I think he moved the ball a little too slow, though.
Yeah, a little too slow.
But otherwise, I think he did very well defending. In the first half only.
Yeah, second half he looked
very shaky. But up front, attacking in the second half, especially from that free kick, that was a brilliant free kick. And I think that header, he should have.
Yeah, he should have scored on that.
Shot on target. At least.
He did not get enough of a good contact on that. All right, now we're gonna move on to the left side of the defense to Sergio Rahil. I'm going to give him a 6.5. In the first half, he defended the threats well. He tried to move the ball up and down. He's a very exciting young player, so I hope he stays at N17 instead of going back to Real Madrid. But I think that all depends on if we win a trophy. But he just looked really good attacking. He had that brilliant shot into that almost went in. It was really close with Sergio's right foot. That was a really good moment. And he was just trying to move the ball up throughout the entire match.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 7. I think his work rate was incredible. His defending was top class.
Yep.
But one thing that I think he did wrong...
I think he rushed into the ball sometime too much.
No,
he ran past the ball sometimes.
When he was trying to move the ball up the pitch, sometimes he gives away possession in the attack.
Yeah, I think that's because he gets a little too excited.
Yeah.
Now we're going to move into the midfield to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I'm going to give him a 6.5. He didn't really have... he dealt with all the threats he needed to. He intercepted the passes. He dealt with everything he could. So he didn't do anything wrong. It was another... Actually, I'm going to bump it up to a 7. He was good today.
Yeah, I'm going to say 7 too.
Another classic Højbjerg performance.
Yeah, he's just doing what he does best.
Yep.
Højbjerg is doing what he does best. Winning the ball possession, moving the ball up the field. In the first half, in the early stages, he was definitely moving the ball forward up a lot.
Yeah.
It was nice.
All right, we're going to move on to Moussa Sissoko. I won't lie, I did not see much of him in the first half, and I did not watch most of the second half, so... it was a pretty average performance from him. I can't remember anything big that he did.
Okay,
he gave away a big foul at the edge of the box that was luckily blocked by the wall.
I'm going to say something. I'm going to give him a 5.5. Lots of silly fouls.
Yeah, I know he gave away a lot of fouls.
In the first half, he had an average performance. The second half,
very
a little
average.
Below average.
So I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, lots of fouls.
Yeah, unnecessary fouls.
Unnecessary fouls. Silly fouls.
All right, we're going to move on to the attacking midfielders, starting with Tangai and Dombele. I'm going to give him a 6.75. He tried to make things happen. He had a really good shot on target from an Aurier cross in the first half. That was really good. Another brilliant save from Guaita. He tried to make things happen, but it just didn't work for him.
So you're really going to give him a 6.75?
Yes, because I can't decide between 7 and 6.5.
Yeah, I'm just going to give him a 7. I think he did very well moving the ball up
He
the
was
pitch.
trying everything.
He was doing his job
Yeah.
perfectly, especially in the first half. Second half, he got tired, and then Mourinho probably just brought him off a little bit early.
To save him for Liverpool.
Yes, to save him for Liverpool.
He thrives when he's getting pressured. He wasn't as pressured today.
Yeah. I think it was a bit above average performance.
Yeah, but not the best we've seen.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best from anyone. All right, now we're going to move on to the winger, starting with Steven Bergwein. I'm going to give him a 6. He had a very high defensive work rate. He was trying to intercept and tackle all he could, from what I could tell in the first half, and he did whatever he could defensively, but attacking, he wasn't that much of a useful outlet. He slowed a lot of counterattacks down, so I think he just needs to gain a little confidence going forward.
But definitely I see a lot of improvement from him.
In defensive positions, yeah.
Yeah, he also, I'm going to give him a 6.5 though.
6.5?
I think he did better. Definitely this was one of his
better
average performances.
Average, yeah. He had a very good one against Arsenal. That was
his work rate was terrific today though. I have to point that out. Terrific. Absolutely
very good.
Top class work rate.
All right, now we're going to move on to the other side, to Heung-min Son.
I'm going to give him a 6. He didn't really do much.
6.5, yeah. He didn't really do much.
The only thing I can notice from him is that he's doing very well getting back.
Yes, tracking back.
And
he provided the assist.
He had one good block, yes.
He provided the assist for Kane, which was, I think, just a failed dribble. He just had a heavy touch. He didn't actually mean to give it to Kane, but it's still an assist. Yeah, he didn't really have that great of a performance. He was shut down.
Yeah.
By Crystal Palace. All right, now we're going to move on to the goal scorer, Harry Kane.
I have to say 7.5.
I'm going to give him a 7.
I say 7.5. Definitely his work rate, amazing, like always. Lots of shots on goal. He's just phenomenal.
Yeah. Another goal for him today, so.
Yeah.
We're coming for that golden boot, hashtag Kane 2021.
Or Sonny.
Or hashtag Sonny 2021.
Kane's
either
on 9,
one.
Son's on 10 goals. But otherwise, I think it's a good performance from Kane.
Yeah. He, again, tried to make things happen, but I think because Son and Bergwein couldn't get in behind,
they definitely
he didn't have
him.
Runners in.
They didn't shut Kane down that much, but they definitely shut
the wingers down because they knew that they knew that Kane depends on the runs of the wingers to go forward. But that's it for the starting 11. We're not going to rate Ben Davies or Steven Bergwein because
Dele
Ben
Alli.
Davies or Dele Alli because they had like 5 minutes of game time. But we aren't going to rate Giovanni Lo Celso. I did not see him because I had to leave in the 60th minute, so I could not see him. So this is going to be all you.
For me, 8. Man of the match for me.
Really?
Definitely. Yes. Was
he
lot
that
of
good?
energy. Bring a lot of energy, a lot of work rate. I mean, his work rate was fantastic. He put in a good amount of good crosses. He had one good cross from a free kick that I feel like Dyer should have put in. Yeah, I think Dombele was tired, and he was a big improvement for me. He's definitely getting back into form now.
Yeah, from looking at SofaScore, which I know isn't the most reliable thing, but he created a big chance. He had high accuracy of passes. He had one key pass, no shots, but he won a couple of ground duels and aerial duels. So, from what I can tell, it seems like it was actually a pretty good performance from him. But that's going to be at the end of our player rating review. I just hope that the players can get their heads in line and make sure that they can revive the performance for Liverpool because a big one will be needed. Just because
but Liverpool, they have a lot of center back injuries.
Yeah.
And plus, they're not a defense. They don't sit deep.
Yeah. But the only thing I'm worried about is that it's Anfield, and having fans back at Anfield will give them a big boost of energy. So we need to shut that down as much as we can.
If we want to win, we have to break their record.
Yeah, I think it's 65 games unbeaten at home?
Something like that.
Something like that. But yeah, we're gonna need a Galactico performance from the Tottenham from our side. So I'm excited for that match. We will be bringing you player ratings and post-match reactions. So stay tuned for that by subscribing, clicking the bell, liking this video, and commenting what you would rate a lot of these players on their performances today. Don't forget to follow our social media channels. They are in the description below.
And also remember, when we hit the big 50, we're going to release the player montage, and you can guess in the comments who do you think it's which player or which players it's going to be about.
Yep. But until next time,
come on, you Spurs!